Across Africa, the landscape is dotted with vibrant Hindu temples and lively festivals, bursts of color and devotion that stand out in cities from east to south. Yet there's one country where this familiar sight is almost entirely absent: Zambia. In Durban, South Africa, the air is thick with the scent of incense drifting from ornate temples, where worshippers gather in large numbers. In Mauritius, thousands of pilgrims make their way to the sacred Grand Bassin, a lake revered by Hindus from across the island. But in Zambia's capital, Lusaka, the Hindu presence is almost invisible. No grand temples, no public celebrations, just quiet streets and subtle hints of a hidden community. Why is Zambia's Hindu footprint so faint when neighboring countries like Kenya, Uganda, and South Africa have thriving, visible communities and bustling temples? Unlike those countries, Zambia's story isn't about grand temples, bustling Indian markets, or waves of mass migration. Instead, it's a quieter, more understated narrative, one shaped by unique historical, economic, and political forces that set Zambia apart from its neighbors. To truly understand this, we need to look at why Zambia never became a hub for Hindu migration, and how its small, close-knit community lives and practices its faith today, often away from the public eye. We'll explore the colonial decisions that shaped Zambia's demographics, the nature of its Hindu community, and what this tells us about cultural identity, migration, and belonging in a globalized world. This is a journey into a hidden corner of the Hindu diaspora, one that is significant for what it lacks as much as for what it contains, revealing the complexities of identity and community. Join us as we unravel the Zambian riddle and discover the untold story of a community living quietly at the crossroads of history and culture. The Hindu diaspora in Africa largely traces back to the British Empire's need for labor. Millions of Indians were sent to build railways and work plantations across the empire, creating enduring Hindu communities in places like Kenya, South Africa, and Mauritius. But northern Rhodesia, now Zambia, was different. The British came for copper, not agriculture, and filled mining jobs with European supervisors and local African labor, not Indian indentured workers. There was no mass importation of Indian families, no government scheme to settle them here. As a result, Zambia never developed the deep-rooted Hindu communities seen elsewhere. The seeds of a large diaspora were never sown. The land was cultivated for copper, not culture. Colonial policy in northern Rhodesia reinforced this demographic divide. Immigration was tightly controlled, favoring Europeans and allowing only a handful of Indian traders, mainly Gujaratis, to set up small shops. These dukawalas served local needs but remained a tiny, tolerated minority. Unlike Kenya, where Indians formed a commercial buffer, Zambia's colonial rulers kept their numbers low to maintain racial hierarchies. Geography played a role too. Landlocked and dominated by copper, Zambia was less attractive to Indian migrants than coastal cities like Mombasa or Durban. The result? No mass migration, just a small, self-contained merchant class. Zambia's blueprint was drawn with copper veins, not indentured labor. The Hindu community here began as a trickle, not a flood. Zambia's Hindu community is a product of recent skilled migration, not colonial-era labor schemes. After independence in 1964, Zambia sought professionals to build its economy, attracting doctors, engineers, and entrepreneurs from India. These migrants arrived on work contracts or to start businesses, not as indentured laborers. Today, Hindus number around 20,000, less than 0.5% of Zambia's population, mostly in urban centers like Lusaka and the Copperbelt. Unlike the historic diasporas of Mauritius or South Africa, Zambia's Hindu community is small, professional, and relatively new. Without a century-long history, large temples, or political representation, their presence is quiet and private. Here, migration was a gentle stream, shaping a community that is integrated yet distinct. In Zambia's bustling cities, the Hindu community is nearly invisible. There are no grand temples rising above the skyline, no vibrant public festivals filling the streets with color and music. Unlike in other countries where Hinduism is practiced openly and in large numbers, Here, its presence is subtle, almost hidden from the public eye. Faith is practiced quietly at home, with small shrines tucked into living rooms and intimate celebrations of Diwali or Holi, shared among close family and friends. These moments are cherished, forming the heart of religious life, even if they go unnoticed by the wider community. The community is woven into Zambian society through work, school, and daily interactions, blending in seamlessly. Yet, when it comes to religious life, most traditions remain private, practiced behind closed doors and within trusted circles. With only a few thousand Hindus scattered across the country, there's no critical mass for large institutions or public displays of faith. The community is small, but its bonds are strong. Instead, tradition survives through personal initiative. Families become the keepers of culture, passing down rituals, stories, and values from one generation to the next, ensuring their heritage endures. Indian cuisine has found a place in Zambia's urban food scene, enjoyed by people of all backgrounds. Yet the deeper aspects of Hinduism, its philosophy, rituals, and festivals, remain largely unknown to most Zambians. The relationship is one of peaceful coexistence, marked by mutual respect and friendly interactions, but not by cultural fusion or shared religious practices. The Hindu community is economically integrated, contributing to business and society, but its religious and cultural life remains a quiet island in a vast sea of Christianity. This is a diaspora that thrives in private, preserving tradition without public spectacle, finding strength in the bonds of family and faith. In Zambia, Hinduism is a whisper, not a shout, a gentle presence, quietly illuminating the lives of those who carry it forward. Without temples to gather in, Zambian Hindus rely on personal devotion and the strength of their social networks to sustain their faith. In the absence of grand religious structures, the home becomes a sacred space, where daily rituals and prayers keep traditions alive. Community leaders and elders often step up to organize festivals, booking halls or community centers for collective prayers, cultural events, and celebrations. These gatherings offer a rare chance for everyone to come together, share stories, and celebrate their heritage. WhatsApp groups and social media help coordinate these gatherings, turning what is usually a private faith into a shared experience, if only for a day. Technology bridges distances, making it easier to stay connected and informed. These events are vital. They reinforce identity, connect families, and help children see their culture in action. Through music, food, and rituals, the younger generation learns what it means to be both Zambian and Hindu. At home, parents become the main teachers, passing down stories, rituals, and language to their children. The living room transforms into a classroom, where culture and faith are woven into daily life. This do-it-yourself approach is both intimate and fragile. Tradition depends on each family's dedication and willingness to keep it alive, even when resources are limited. Hinduism here is portable. Its core philosophies and rituals adapt to living rooms as easily as temples, proving that faith is not bound by walls or geography. The Zambian Hindu community shows that faith can thrive quietly, kept alive by determination, resilience, and the bonds of family across generations. In Zambia, heritage is preserved behind closed doors, one prayer at a time, as each family writes its own chapter in the story of faith. To understand Zambia's uniqueness, compare it to South Africa or Mauritius. In South Africa, over 500,000 Hindus, descendants of indentured laborers, have built temples, media, and political influence over generations. Durban's skyline is marked by grand temples. Diwali is a public celebration. In Mauritius, Hindus are nearly half the population, shaping national culture and politics. Public festivals, holidays, and pilgrimages are woven into the island's identity. These communities were born from mass migration and have deep historical roots. Zambia's Hindu community, by contrast, is small, recent, and professional, lacking the critical mass and shared history to build lasting institutions. Its story is one of modern mobility, not colonial labor. The difference lies in time, scale, and the reasons for migration. Zambia is a quiet branch on the global Hindu tree, growing under very different conditions. The Zambian Hindu story reveals how migration, policy, and economy shape cultural survival. Here, tradition is maintained at home, not in public spaces, showing that diaspora isn't one size fits all. The responsibility for passing on culture shifts from community to individual, from priest to parent. Zambia's Hindus are part of a new era of skilled mobile migrants, forming small diffuse communities worldwide. Their experience is a living experiment in quiet perseverance. The Zambian case challenges the idea that cultural strength is measured by public monuments or numbers. Sometimes heritage survives not in grand temples, but in whispered prayers and family rituals. In a world of constant movement, perhaps the true measure of a diaspora is not its visibility, but its resilience.